Good morning. I am Raphael, Mr. Tack Pants. I don't know very much. I know only a little bit. I must have the imagination of a child because if I had any more, I would be an adult. And adults are not allowed to think the way I think because they would be different. Yet if we'd all be the same, evolution would stop. If you remove the sexual act inside the bedroom, there would be no more excitement. If you went to bed and you slept with your wife and you had a child without the excitement, when the child is born, he will not feel what the sperm and the egg felt the night he was conceived. Does anybody want to know doctor? How about Dr. Dreidel? In Hebrew, it's the dreidel we spin. What are the letters on the dreidel? We will have to discuss that in a further video. I did not come on here to read or read of what I deal was the dreidel, my idea of what the dreidel of what Peinon said, and the letters in the dreidel sounding in Hebrew but thought of in English or French or Japanese or Hongkonese. Talking about Arabic, talking about Lebanese, talking about Turkish, talking about Swedish. I'm talking about every single language that when you say this, I'm not going to show you the word. But imagine if another language, a person from another language said the word, it would be completely different from what you heard. Another thing is how you see. Do you see what's here? Do you see the bottom of this? Well, if I take everything else out and bring this to this, the first initial to the last initial, look. 10, it's I and X, ID. This says Rubik's, as in Rubik's Cube. I just duplicate it. I'll just take away these here and these here. Or I'll take away this here and reduplicate it because you're always going to have a design. What's next out of dreidel? What should we do? Well, we're going to hop over and we're going to speak about the cue ball because I've seemed to have mentioned, and I'll repeat a lot of things, not because I need to know, but because I need to know. The more I repeat, the more my eyes grow, the more I might think different, the more the evolution of the thought. When you play pool, there's 15 balls when you play 8 ball. 7 and 7 are the 14 balls. Man becomes the cross, and then the black one connects all the balls because all the numbers are black. The numbers that are black are on top of the white circle, which is inside every single colored ball. So when you say there are 7 colored balls in pool, plus the white ball is 8, okay? Then you have 8 different colored balls. That's it. But you have 15 balls, plus the white ball is 16 balls. 1 plus 15 equals 16. When you add up 1 to 15, it equals 120, becomes 126, becomes the spirit of the F&B. Why not just say the spirit of Facebook? Because your face is the book. Take your face off when someone turns around. Oh, I thought it was someone else. When you now addition 1 to 15, 1 and 15 equals 16. 1 to 15 equals 120. When you go 1 and 16, okay, 1 to 16 is now 136, 613 laws of Moses. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 9, which is 6 and 3, equals 27, plus the 1 spirit equals 28, man on the moon. The extra spirit you count, because in 2 and 8, you know there's only moons on the 8 card. So man is on the moon. We add the 1 spirit because the figure 8 must go into the moon and come right back somehow inside this, okay? This is part of your torus. It goes right through your body down where your sexual organ. Anybody want to play with my organ? We're going to take this one step a little bit further, that when we add up now, that the cue ball is now number the 16th ball or ball 0, no matter what, when you count the balls, don't look at the numbers. Just count all the balls. There are 16. 1 added up to 16 equals to 17. That's the cue letter for the cue ball because it entitles all the balls. But if you add up the cue ball to add for both sides of both players that are playing, you now get cue ball valued at 2 because it plays 2 worlds with the same ball. You now have 15 balls plus the cue ball is the 16th. 1 to 16 is 17. Add up 1 to 17 equals 153. 153 says A, E, C. Cadet, or the first numbers in pi if you really want, but it equals to 153. ACE, ace. When you add it up to the cue ball, the cue still is underage. But now, with the cue ball, which is the 17th added up, 1 to 16, okay, but there's two sides. 1 to 17 is now 18 because you used the cue ball twice. 1 to 17 is 18. Add up 1 to 17 is 153. Plus 18 is 171. Gematria, the seventh gateway. This is how the cue ball opens up gematria into the seventh gateway, because it's not that. 1 plus 6 as the cue ball equals to your number 7. And in the dice way, in the dice you have 6 sides. This is the light of the 6th side that connects to the 6, and it's the only dice in which, if you look at the dice, and the dice was made of glass, okay, the 6 is all around here, but the 1 is over here. It's the only dice that can do it. You do it twice, 7 and 7. The rest all duplicate the number 5, okay? That number 5 and the rest, and number 7 is 5775. That's the year we are coming into in October. We are in the month of May, month of Gemini near the end. And also, what astrological sign is it right now? Balance is one of the only astrological signs that do not show any human or animal aspect. 5 and 10, because October is when you now connect the 0 world to the 1. October is the only time. May is the month that shows you it's the center for the cube reader. Dreidel backwards, R-E-D, it's the ladle, the noodle. So now we add up, now we have the cue ball. When you add it up and you use it twice and it equals to 18, is because I'm holding the stick and I'm the man. You have the man, you have the stick, you have the balls, and you have the rack. R-A-C, rack, A-R-C, car. Arc-en-ciel is the rainbow. This fits perfect for the rainbow. You see my head? Fits perfect for my head. But Mr. Munez, I just want to say I'm very sorry that I do things that you do not like. I do not want to discuss anybody in the world. And taking this from Mark Rutterberg that created Facebook, he knew that if you discussed one person and one person goes away, automatically 2 people go away, because everybody has a friend. And I don't want to do that, but I'm sorry. If I stepped up at the totem pole and I wanted to run for the elections, I must show the people that sometimes I make mistakes and I am just as disgusting as any poor, ugly, bastard out there. Okay? I didn't say I'm the smartest guy in the world. I didn't say I'm the neatest guy in the world. And I'm going to tell you one thing, but I ain't a mean guy. So no matter what mistakes I make, it doesn't take away that I'm not a mean guy. I just don't know it all. That's what you have to know. I only know the sequence of thoughts that are within my mind at the realm of the moment in which I'm implicating them inside my video. By the way, apparently they've coded me with ADHD, bipolar, and everything else because I have to express myself. But everybody just stop expressing yourself, you'll blow up. So now we have the queen that becomes the angel resident. 17. Okay, how did we get to 17? 16 balls, 1 plus 6, because the 1 at the beginning has to go to the end. It's the continuation of the light. We must continue the light, and remember, anything that ends in A-L, I-A-L, or T-I-A-L is all to do with space and how the space element works according to the letters and what the letters mean and how we connect the dots of the letters to where the dots are, east, west, north, and south, and onto a compass, because 11 Levet 11 has asked the question, can you put time on a compass? You can do anything you want, my friends. Everything will have a little area and you'll move towards that area and it will implement it and work out certain things, like the Mayan time or days, okay, which is equal to, it's equal to 216 hours, okay, 2 periods is 432. 432 is not a divisible by 25, 9, 20, right? But the first cycle of the Mayan in time of 216 is a divisible of 25,920, and it'll give you an answer to either man connected to the moon, man's number connected to the day, or the minutes in the day. Another thing that was mentioned, I'm not sure if it was by Jenny Berger, okay, and every time I try to enter somebody else's, I forget something, that, oh wow, I forgot what it was. See, it's in my mind and I have to say your name. So listen, sometimes I just can't say your name. Sometimes I can't bring you up as being helpful into the question. You have to know yourself, because the minute I go into that area, I lose my trend of thought. A trend of thought is what I got. I don't got just a lot. But in the lot I am is the lot of all the information of the animals that are jumping around in my head. I got to jump, hop, skip. Did you know that? How animals walk. Okay, so let's go back. We were talking about the dreidel. We were talking about the letters and how the letters are designed inside the dreidel, which is partly to do with the LED light. It spins it around and it shoots everything into your mind. The same way, I think it's the rhinoceros, how he goes to the bathroom. Yes, I was talking to Dr. Munez, which is the gentleman who does not like that I drink or eat while I do these videos. I'm not professional. Hopefully one day I will be. I sometimes I am whatever. Okay, just forget about that. We're at the 5:10. Oh, another thing. Does anybody know Anna and Tommy? Do you know Anna and Tommy? Well, in all the words we talk, let me show you Anna and Tommy. Here's Anna. Here's Tommy. Anatomy. Cadillac. Zodiac. 20. Dia. 20 day, 5, 5, 5, and 5. Where is the 4? Man is the 4 corners, or not man, but God is the 4 corners of the day, in which A, B, C comes into man's mind, making it 3 and 4, 7. 3 and 4, 3, and then 4 corners, 4 corners, and then 3, because in the middle, okay, is 1 and 1 come into the middle, becomes the letter M. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or you can put this in between. Now you'll have N and M that connect the two. Are you following me? I'm a little all over. You ever hear of Detroit? De 3 ounces? 3 ounces. Detroit. Of 3 ounces. Detroit. Yes, so we were still talking about the queen, how the queen is not allowed to drink, okay, until the Q and the angel resident is allowed to poker in the pool table. Oh, that's sexual. I shouldn't be talking about that. I have to eliminate everything. I have to talk about nothing anymore, because if I mention words like F-U-C-K or you're a piece of S-H-I-T, my whole project is ruined. Because the word S-H-I-T is spirit heaven of the I-Connect transmission angel. I-T. The other thing I wanted to mention, okay, 162534. Okay, the 10 world 912837. Okay, and now if you bring up the 13 worlds, 1 and 12, 2 and 11, 3 and 10, or 9 and 14, 8 and 5, 7 and 6, or into the ABC world, okay, is in which we need 1 into the 13 world becomes 1 and 3 as 1 and 12, 2 and 11, okay, as 2 and 2, and 3 and 10 is 3 and 1. If you take a look, you see where it goes 1 and 3, you bring it together, you now add 6. Why? Because inside the 12, okay, it's a 10 and a 2. Inside the 11, in fact, it's not even that. It has to be broken down twice. In order to get 12, you need 6 and 6. It'll be 166. 2 will be 265, and 3 will be 355, or 364, right? 10 is the only one that has 2 ways to make its 10. 5 and 5 is the passages in the center over here, or 6 and 4. At the same time, if you take a look, you see the 1 and 3 together? Okay, let's say it was 13. 13, the number 13, we have to add 6 because 10 equals 0. We need the 6 because in the circle of life is man. Circle of life is man. Here's your 10, because we went all the way around. Actually, eight, 8. Here's your 5. Here's your 5 and 5 is 10. 5 and 5, 10. 5 and 5, 10. We were talking about this because this is a connector. It goes from here to here. In here it goes around. Spirit and soul come to the center. You do all your thinking and it comes out your tongue. And if your tongue is slanderous, you'll be a liar. Here's your 1 and 1 for the letter M. The letter N, it goes in. The letter N I do not want to discuss. I have to rethink. I may know the information, but I have to think it before I speak it so it comes out right. We already spoke about the anatomy. We talked about how Zodiac says animal day. Okay, Cadillac, we say Cadillac because everybody thinks about pink Cadillacs and silver Cadillacs. We talked about coming into the 13 world from ABC 1, 2, 3, in which is 19 and 28. Magic square, 19 and 28 equals 47 Jesus Christ. 19 from 28 is 9. So now that we have 28, 47, plus we minused it to equal 9 equals 56. 56 and 56 is your communication. This is your 7th gateway. 56, 65, and white, they're all the same numbers. 4 times 14, 40. This is day. 1 day. Man is 4 in 1 day. And then he becomes, this man is known as 6. So if man is 6, we work on 4. 4 times this is 57, 56. Is this what it is? 5760. This is wrong. This is 5760. 5760. Okay, this is 5760. Don't forget, here and here is up and down, same area, multiple. Here and here are different areas, second level, addition. Okay, this is the way I'm doing it right now. When I multiply 4 by this, it means man, 6, has lived this 4-day cycle, 5760, plus the egg, okay, equals to 15 is 5775. It's the year we are in. Why I'm saying this is because, let's say this is your thought. Okay, this is the entire square. Whatever I mark in here is a delivery. It's like getting a birthday present in a box. You might have one box and the present can be this big and the box can be this size. We're talking about what the box is. The value and usage inside the box does not take away that you still got the box. Okay, that's why when we say syndrail time and all these other things, it's still time. We're still living. We don't need to count any time. But if we are counting time, there's different reasons to count time for different reasons. Everybody knows 7, 14, 21, 28 becomes the moon, man on the moon. This is what it says, gun. At the same time, this is the red eye. The red eye in darts equals to 75 divided by the 20 area world that is in equals to 375. 2 times 375 is 75. 74 plus 1. So the 112, the 32 degrees equals to the temperature, also equals to 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 will equal to your 11, which will equal to 34 and 43. Hot and cold, Barack Obama, JFK, and the time period we're in right now, add them together, it's 77 of Christ. Duplicated, 77 and 77 equals 55, which is the spirit of 55. Why is 77 and 77 55? Because 7 plus 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. It also stands for the DNA, and the Christ element is back now. This is why we're getting so many people with mental disorders, okay? All you people out there with mental disorders, don't worry about what the word is, okay? Just don't worry about the word. But it's a tale of the spirit world. The zone that was blocked before is now open. You have the capabilities to do things you've never done before because your spirit connectors are now open. They drug us and we need to think. And now we can't think, so now we start to go a little wacko and we can't control ourselves. First, we can't control ourselves because we're going faster because we've been blocked. Now they give us the medication to block us again, and we're trying to advance, and we can't advance because they give us pills. We can no longer advance. and then they're putting chemtrails. And at the same time, when the energy is here, see the angle of the rain? If the angle of the rain is here, you need your energy to be this way. We need to be the same way as an airplane that goes into the air. If there's no compression, then there is no energy sharing. Because we need to have a compression to energy to share, otherwise it's going to go right through you. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. One of the books that I never read, but worry. One of the things that I'm not finished doing is this. There's 38 on one side, there's 37 on the other side, 75, 57, 75. It's all this year. The reason the Mayan, there's some kind of sand scroll with the Mayans that says in the year 2016 it ends. 20 and 16 equals to your 36. 20 and 16, okay, which is not 2016, it's 2616. 26 and 16 is 42. Why? Because all zeros end up getting 6. So we're in the year 2614 right now. 26 and 14, the letter N and the letter Z. It's New Zealand. It's how this whole thing began. Something underneath the New Zealand waters. Some kind of laboratories that beneath the ground. Why do I say this? Because from day one when I started this project, this is how it worked out. The zebra. New Zealand. New means 9. Zealand, or the land of the zoo, and the whole zodiac has the same exact word description inside its letters. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Oh my God, without this UCAM Cyberlink, I used to be so nervous making these videos. Now I'm like uploading almost every single one on this. And the ones I forget, they shut me down. Thank you for watching this video. In the year 5775, 5 more months to go. Okay, the cycle on the on, okay, where time is at the last marker, which is, where is the last marker? Where is it right now in Israel? What time is it in Israel? Is it going into tomorrow? Because in Greece, okay, right now in Greece, it's 5:30 at night. Okay, so 5:30 at night, Israel, it's about the same time, 5:30. In 2.5 hours, the in-between of the cycle will begin. We will patronize the end of the cycle tomorrow night, okay, when we reach, let's say, 8 o'clock at night, okay, it'll be 3 o'clock Israeli time. At 3:15, the cycle begins Israeli time. Why? Because we must go to the first quarter of the day, okay, which is the first 3 hours, plus the first 15 minutes, because that is the egg. Don't forget, when you end one day, we need somewhere for that day to land. So the actual day that lands is actually not till Wednesday of next week. But we're, like I said, we're in between. Okay? Every number, every single number has a weight. It carries with it. Thank you for watching this video, and everybody, if I don't get back to you, something is wrong. It's for some reason, I get messages, I don't get messages, things are uploaded and then they disappear. So if you don't see me there, try whatever you could, and I'm going to tell you what my email is. My email address, okay, and I haven't been really going there to check any of my mail because usually it pops up on YouTube, but I will tell you, it's Mr. Tacpans in one word at gmail.com. I have more than one email, but I cannot use them all, otherwise it'll block me from seeing the messages from my parents and my son and my family, so I can't use the secondary one. So it's Mr. Tacpans at gmail.com. You can leave me a message there. Oh, and I will respond. And if I start to get thousands of messages, okay, one day, I will get help to answer them all, but I will be the speaker all the time. No one can say what I think when I'm speaking and have a thought at the same time. The other thing is I am on Facebook. I have about 800 different photos that I have drawn. Some of them are this big. Some of them are, well, you can see my ceiling if you want, and you can take a look. And on Facebook, my name is You can either look it up as Mr. Tackmans or Ronald Freedom, Freedom, and you can look me up over there. I want to thank you for enjoying this video. Have a happy dreidel. Thank you. Have a happy Sabbath. Whatever religion you are, they created the religion to separate us. They also created the religions and the languages so they can transfer over to us the different codes. And one language could not hold all the codes, so they had to spread language around in order to hold the codes. But at the same time, they use it against us. Thank you.